Hi, everybody. My name is Karen, and I'm the co founder of Dabble. I'm also a mother to two beautiful children, Amira and Andre. So, Dabble was started when my friend Neha and we couldn't find art products in India for our own kids. And we created toxin free, safe, and fun art products, which is completely made in India, perfect for expression in early childhood. As a company, we believe in the philosophy of free play is healthy play, and development of children through the medium of art.
Hey guys, I'm your host Chiranjeevi Gante and you're listening to Thirsty Thursdays. And in this episode, we have Karen from Dabble Play Art. Here are two things I learned from Karen. Number one, how she manages her business and her personal life with her family. Number two, every time they face some challenge, they embraced it and grew as a team. Karen, your advice to all the women entrepreneurs out there.
So I think as parents, I would like to talk for myself. They say necessity is a mother of invention. So as parents, you yourself find so many challenges that you see around you, and which can actually turn out into a great business opportunity. And that happened for us as Dabble. Dabble was born when we ourselves couldn't find art products for India for our own kids, which were safe, child friendly, and fun. And we ended up creating our own products. So first of all, I think moms, look around you. You will find so many reasons or challenges that you may be facing, and that can turn into a business opportunity. Second aspect, as a mom, is when you wear multiple hats at home. You know how you're the person who, or as mothers, we run the home, so you know exactly how finances are maintained, managed in the house, because you have a budget. And within that budget, you would have seen, like I've seen my mother running a house with maybe 2000 rupees back then, and managing it so beautifully, taking care of all the needs of the children, ensuring that they're taken care of, and also inspiring us to become wonderful human beings. So I think as mothers, we instinctively have it in us to be able to multitask as well. And these are the skills that are required as an entrepreneur, to be able to multitask, to be able to connect with, the way you connect with a child, you connect with people around you. You are able to manage finances so well. You can communicate with people, bargain with vendors. We do it so beautifully, right? Bargaining and for a vegetable, for example. All these are traits of an entrepreneur. So look for opportunities, and don't think too much. And many times what stops us that from trying something new is, am I going to fail? Like, what if I try this? And trust me, failure is something which will actually come up with a insight to do something better. Okay, so try it, and you'll be happy that you even tried something new. Even if it doesn't work out, you will have an insight to do something better, right? So I think that's what I would like to leave women with, that you the you have the possibilities to create. Just go for it.
How to set a vision for oneself.
So I'd like to talk for myself, how that has what has inspired me. So one of the people that has really left a deep impact in my life is my dad. So I unfortunately I lost him 2 years ago. At his funeral, I saw um, the number of people that had come and spoke about what an impact he had made in their lives. And these were all people who came from lower state of community, who came and spoke about that. Actually inspired me in a big way. When I say that, because lots of people talk about good about you when you're alive, but when at a funeral, when people come and speak about the things that one has left behind, for me that's been a legacy, and that has been a big inspiration for me to make an impact on this world. And getting a vision, what is that really calls you, what is that you want, what is the difference that you want to make? Like again, going back, I would say, if today was the last day of your life, what do you think people should be talking about you? I think when you ask that question to yourself, you will see how uh, you will see a vision probably emerge. Note that down, write it down, or draw about it, I would say, because art is such a wonderful language to actually put yourself out there and see what comes out when you draw your vision. Draw your vision, put colors and see what comes out. If you think you are unable to draw, take some magazines, cut out different images and make a vision board. I had done that for myself. Create a vision board, put interesting images and see what emerges out of it. And that can be very, very powerful. Images can, and they say thoughts become things. Images, when you actually envision those images over and over again in yourself and believe in them, they actually become reality. So that's a great way of looking at your own vision, by creating a vision board for yourself.
Your take on customer acquisition?
The key question that you need to ask yourself, if you're running a business or if you have an idea, is how do customers go about buying this product? Or you have an idea, where all do you think your customer would buy this product? Ask that question. Will they buy it in a school? Will they buy it in a supermarket? Would they buy it in a grocery store? Would they buy it in a retail store? Where would they buy it? Or would they just buy it in a farmer's market? Ask that question. That's the key. And create like a mind map of all the possible places you think a customer would buy your product from. Once you've created that, you would have a sketch of what are the different ways a customer would buy. Those can then become possible customer acquisition channels. And do not judge yourself and say no, I don't think this will not. Just be free when you're doing your brainstorming. Just let any idea come up. You might say even this product will be bought in an aircraft, or it can be brought out, maybe it will be even bought on the moon. Don't judge yourself. Just write down every single idea that comes across. Then see possibly what are the reachable channels that you can create out of these. What could be the customer acquisition channels? And then based on what you think your business can fund at this point of time, see what are the possible channels you can try. Start, and slowly you will start learnings will emerge, and you'll know exactly what's working and what's not working. Right? So that's something I would say practically that has worked for us.
Your secret ingredient to running a business without affecting your family life?
There's nothing like a secret ingredient out there. But and we are it's important for us to discover each one. I think the secret or the ingredient will differ, but what has worked for me in terms of helping me balance out family and as well as work is one, communication. If I were to say secret, it definitely has to be communication. So when I say communication, your family needs to know what are your aspirations, what are your goals, how they can be a part of it, what is the kind of support you need from them, So I think it's extremely important, because many a times we end up taking it for granted that my husband has to understand what I'm doing, or my husband expects something from the wife, and there is this communication gap that happens because we are so both both, if both are working professionals, even more, because there is no communication during the day. If there are kids involved, then there's even more challenges, because you have their education to take care of, their needs to take care of. So half the time your life revolves around the child's requirements. But I think being able to step back and be able to find those spaces, maybe at the dinner table, talking about your day, how was your day, speaking about it. Was it difficult, was it happy, and expressing those emotions about what is going on, for me, that has been one of my biggest secrets, I would say, in terms of being able to maintain that family life balance, and also being responsive to, if somebody is expressing in the family that I need you, being able to take that call, saying, yeah, right now my work can wait. Maybe what is important is this time with my child or with my husband. So being able to respond to those requirements as well, as and when they come up.
Scope and opportunity for safe toys in India.
Toys as a business or as a focus has not just been explored, but it's stated by the government. I think it's Narendra Modi. If you see, it is our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's vision to create toys in India that are safe. So they've come up with this recently. They've come up with the Toycathon, which was a very, very important initiative where startups as well as students could create fun toys or any concept, it's a competition where they can put the toys ideas out there and win. I think almost about 50,000 or a lakh or something like that, just to like take your idea forward and get support from the government of India. So as a segment, I think we know that vocal for local has become such an important aspect. Made in India has become a concept that the government is promoting. So I see that there's a huge opportunity in this space. There is a lack of innovative ideas when it comes to toys in India. Lots of toys are being a range of toys come from the European countries, from the American countries, and from China. So there is a huge opportunity to look at how the concepts can be one is new concept can be brought in. Second, how concepts can be customized to Indian requirements. So innovation is key in this field, because toys is what actually helps children become imaginative in early childhood. It helps them grow their creativity, their motor skills. So it actually facilitates so many aspects of early childhood development. And I see that there is a huge opportunity in this space.
If you want to listen to the full episode, click the link in the description below. Next week, we have Hitesh from Aveka Construction. If you have any questions to ask to our guest, or if you want to give us any feedback, please reach us on reach@inspirerace.com. That is REACH @INSPIRERACE.com.